Hey guys, this is my November favorites. I basically picked items this month that I have been using consistently. There isn't anything that is awfully new, although a lot of these are longtime favorites for months and even years. Let's start off with this Sedona lace brush. I've had this for um, probably 6 months or so. It is the FB7 brush. I believe this comes on its own. You can buy it off the Sedona Lace website. I used to have a lot more Sigma brushes, although I've noticed a lot of them shed quite badly, and so since that time I've basically changed up the brushes, and I found the Sedona Lace brush that I really like. It has a flat top. It's really, really good for applying foundation, liquid or powder foundation. I use this mainly for my pressed powder, although you can use this easily with regular liquid foundation. I found the finish looks actually quite nice. And the brush is relatively inexpensive. It's a good option for a good powder slash foundation brush. I think it could do both pretty well. So the next one is this Shiseido. It's the makeup powdery foundation powder, and this case comes separately. I recently had to buy a new one just because the old one that I had finally broke back here, and then the top basically was coming off. Comes with a mirror, which I'm not going to blind you with, and then there's an area for the puff that comes with your foundation. So this is O20. I wear this in the winter time. I'm usually an NC 20 to 30, usually somewhere about NC 25, and that works great for me. In the summer, I'm about an O40. And if you have Asian skin, this is really, really good foundation just to slap on, even if you're just in a hurry. Really, really decent coverage for foundation, and works really well with most yellow-toned, light skin tones. So, oh, and I kind of took some of the sticky stuff off of the back here, and now it won't stick on there. But usually you can refill it by pressing a little pin through there, and it will come out. So the next one is NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I have loved this since it first came out. I'd been looking for a eyeshadow base for quite a while before this came out. The Urban Decay Primer Potion makes my eyes sting a little bit. I have pretty sensitive eyes, and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance didn't seem to be doing its job. I would still have some smearing. But this works really, really well. As you can tell, it's very well loved. I probably need to get a new one, but works really, really well. If you have really oily lids, I have dry skin, but I have very oily lids. This has been a lifesaver. I love this stuff. So since we're on eyes, I got this from my sister actually last Christmas. It comes in a larger set. This is the travel part of it, and as you can see here, you can lock it into this other thing that goes around, and it comes with more eyeshadows, but I basically picked out a couple colors that I could wear on a daily basis. So these are the Bare Minerals Ready Convertible Eyeshadow Palette. As you can tell, I'm using 1 and 2 twos, but you can play up whatever colors you want using this, but I tend to like neutrals most of the time. So there's another thing that just slides in, this slides into, and you can pop these shadows in and out. So there's a mirror, but this is a over the lid, all over the lid color. This is like a goldish color, slightly taupe-ish, And then this is a really pretty purple that I put over my liner a lot of the time. It came with brushes. I didn't really think they were helpful, so I tossed them. But as you can see, these you can pop in and out, and they're convertible with the other colors. If I can still find the link for these shadows, I'll put it into my blog. Now I'm having a hard time putting them back in. Okay, there we go. So really, really pretty eyeshadows. I had never tried Bare Minerals eyeshadows up until this point, and I'm very impressed. If I didn't have so many eyeshadows, I'd try more from them, but I have plenty of eyeshadows to go through at this point. So, okay, next one is the YSL La Touche Eclat, and this is in B30. It's the illuminating foundation. Also has sunscreen in it. I first purchased this under the recommendation of another YouTuber. I can't remember who it was, but I love this foundation. It is probably more on the sheer side, not medium by any means. Could be buildable, although I don't like a heavy layer of foundation. It comes with a pump. Really, really pretty. Looks really natural. You can just put this on real quick, put a little bit of powder to set it, and it looks great. And then if you want to see what it looks like, there we go. Really, really, really nice. So next one is my styli-style Line and Seal 24-hour eye pencil. This is a regular eye pencil. It's not liquid. I tend to gravitate towards these kind of liners just because the liquid doesn't seem to apply very evenly on my eyes. I think my creases are just a little irregular, and so it tends to smear a lot before it sets, but with these kind of liners, it doesn't budge. You do need to let it set for maybe a couple seconds, and it will stay put. This is probably the only liner that I've found that actually stays put, which says a lot, just because my eyelids are so oily that sometimes it's just really, really hard to find an eyeliner. I've tried and I've strayed trying to look for a better eyeliner, and I haven't found it, and this one is pretty cheap. You mainly have to buy it online. I haven't really seen it in stores as much anymore, but it is one of the best liners on the market ever. I don't even wear mascara half the time because I think this liner does the job of both. Makes my eyes more pronounced. Okay, so the last one is the Hourglass. It is the Ambient Blushes Luminous Blush, Incandescent Electra, and Mood Exposure. So these blushes are amazing. My favorite by far is Mood Exposure, which is this one. I wear this pretty much every day. When I was pregnant, everyone thought that I had the pregnancy glow. And while I think I did have the pregnancy glow, I was wearing this blush for months before I even knew I was pregnant, and people thought I was pregnant. So I guess that gives you a lit from within glow. This one I use more as a highlight. It's not as easy for me to wear for some reason, although I tend to gravitate more towards these kind of plummy shades. And then this other color, Luminous Flush, I would definitely use more as a highlight. These two actually you can use as blushes. I just feel like they're a little bit lighter on my skin, so I usually put them higher up on my cheeks. So that is it for my November favorites. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me any comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.